So I'll try as much as possible. We have 1 hour for this. This is the first, this is the pre-class to it. It's a free session, and we'll try as much as possible to unpack, if we can conclude in this session, then that's going to be in the official, paid session. So, number 1, I coin it here, whatever your hand finds to do. Number 1 way to make money is identify what's in your hand. See this? What do you hold? What are you carrying? What skills do you have? Before we go to skill or the better stuff, let's talk about the core good stuff, which is what you're created with. It's such an intentional God that He's not created anyone without anything to themselves. Every human being on earth has something to them that they carry that no one can take from them. Absolutely no one can take it away from you. It's in you. It's called talent. It comes to you effortlessly. I have several talents. I'm grateful to God for that. I'm a multidimensional person. One of my talents that comes natural to me is the ability to draw. I can draw very well. I'm an artist at the core of it. And that has gone on to come as different monetary expression, as an artist, as an illustrator, as a content creator, as a graphics designer. Those are expressions of my talents. So I identify the things that are in my hands, what I have, which is my talent. Identify your talent. If possible, if there are so much, get a list, jot them down one after the other. Oh, I can do this, write them out. So I'm going to use art as an example of creativity because we have a lot of people that are very creative. So I think a lot of people will be able to connect with that. Art. If you're a creative person, you know how to draw, you know how to make excellent sketches, you know how to do illustrations. All right, that's your talent. Now, the second part is your skills. Now, skill is the things you learned. They didn't necessarily come natural to you. They can be what you already have as a talent or not. But skill has to do with of technical, they are, how will I put it now? They're technical. That's why they call them technical skills. Hands-on, more of hands-on. You can do them. They are more of pragmatic than intellectual book stuff. Okay, so these skills, they could be the talent you already have, or you could learn them from scratch. Being an artist, the heart is the talent you have. You could learn a skill such as graphics design. You could train as a graphic designer. That's the skill. Now, beyond that, you can go to school properly to learn creative arts or graphics design, all right, or fine arts or visual arts, either from the Polytechnic, from the colleges of education, from universities, from colleges, all across the world, whatever tertiary institution or technical college you want to batch the certificate from, either a working institution or a virtual distant learning platform. Now that's a certificate. That's the third layer of what's in your hands. Remember, we're saying, whatever your hand find it to do, do it with all diligence. That's number 1 way of making more money. Identifying the things you have with you, your talent, your skills, the things you learned, graphics design, bag making, shoe making, cobbling, hairdressing, hair making, wig making, makeup, it could be even lipstick, manufacturing of your own lipstick. Yeah, I've seen a number of ladies online that have a lip gloss business, and they're doing quite well. You could be a journaling company that does stationaries. You could go learn that as a trade. Now the third level is going to school proper for it. You are an architect, you are a fine artist, you're a creative designer, that's the certificate, the book part of it. All right, and then the third part of it is experience, the things you've had years of experience in, both your environment, you've been in that environment so long, you know so much about it, you are an authority in that field, you're a consultant. So at that level, it's consultancy. It naturally does not have to be what you're born with. Over the years, you've mastered the skills, you've picked up the book stuff, or you've gone on your own to do a lot of reading. Education goes beyond school. We have the formal, and then you can do a lot of informal education by reading up things on your own. That's a solid way of educating yourself. And at this stage, you become a consultant in that field. You can give authoritative statements. You can help people build structure and businesses. You're a consultant. So these are the 4 levels of what's in your hand that you can make money from. So identify them. What are the talents you have? What are the skills you have? What are the certificates you have? What can you give excellent consultancy in? Thank you. If you're loving this video, just double tap on your screen. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. What area, what skills can you be a consultant in, and you'll be paid for it? Yes, so those are the 4 levels of what's in your hand. So whichever level you're at, identify them, be honest about them. If you have to be explicit, like I said, get a journal, get a book, list them one by one, because there's something when you write things down, there's something it does to you. It gives you clarity, it clarifies your mind. You know what you're dealing with. They are not just random thoughts in your head. That's why journaling is so important. All right, so get a book, list them line after the other. All right, so I'm trying to check this. Oh, I have the skill, I have this talent. So we're talking about someone who we're using an example of someone who has the skill, the talent of hearts. The person can draw. Now this person can go ahead to learn skills like graphics design. I learned graphics design, and you have a certificate in visual arts, or you're an architect or a construction engineer. You write that out, and then maybe you haven't gotten to the level of consultancy, but you're just at the level of you have a certificate in architecture, and you know how to draw. You can draw very well, with talent that's natural to you. And then you went ahead to learn AutoCAD. That's a skill. Whatever you learned that is beyond the natural talent that you're born with, or that comes natural to you, is a skill. You could either learn it for free, maybe by interning, or by being in that environment. You've been around your sister that does fabrics, that has a big fabric store in town. You've helped her manage her store and all. You are learning. That's business training right there, unpaid. While you're helping her, you're also building a wealth of knowledge into yourself that you can use as money later on. Now, the third part is you actually went to school to learn that. So now all of this, you've charted them down line by line. You're explicit as possible. You analyze everything. Now, the second part is, now